Lego. We all know who they are. You don't need me to explain them or what they make, but there's a ton of Lego projects that just failed hard and nobody talks about. Today's shorter than usual video is about one of 3 projects of a similar nature that the Lego company made in the 2010s, those being Lego Life of George, Lego Fusion, and Lego Hidden Side. All 3 of these were LEGO's attempts at combining brick building with phone apps, and all have radically different ideas on how to integrate the phone into the sets. Life of George uses 2D scanning developed by IQ, Fusion uses Vuforia, Qualcomm's AR platform, and Hidden Side uses Google's AR Core and Apple's AR Kit for real-time play in and around the sets. Today, we're talking about Life of George, because Hidden Side was server-dependent and is very dead, and the only archive of Fusion apps I could find don't work at all, though I've been trying my best to get them up and running. I just don't know all that much about Android app development. Also, I had Life of George as a child, so I have a lot more experience with it. Ooh, hi, hello. Editing Reyna from the future. I'm here to say that I am now the very proud owner of a beautiful LEGO Fusion set. Despite literal months of my best efforts to get the apps working on every device I own, it just won't. Maybe someone more versed in Android app development and debugging could figure out how to recompile them, but that's not something I can do. The short version is that I tried running this game on everything from my daily driver Nothing Phone 1, Galaxy S7, a Galaxy S9, a Kindle Fire, and every single one of this huge pile of really crappy old Android tablets that run some version of Android. But, like I said, none of it worked, so all you get is this unboxing video that I recorded on the day that I got it. Okay, we're recording. Hello. So, picked this up at the local secondhand Lego shop today. And I'm gonna crack this open just so that I have footage of me opening it. This is brand spanking new. It's still got the original seals on it. So we're gonna pull out the no-no thing that YouTube likes to demo. Yeah, it's a knife. It's my little key blade. But let's slice this carefully, because this thing is surprisingly, it's not rare, but it's valuable to me personally, and that's worth something, right? Okay, let's crack this puppy open. Okay, here's the, oh my god, this instructions are so flimsy. This is the cheapest Lego manual I have ever held. Oh, and there's Townmaster, Create, and Race. Yeah, these are the other Fusion sets. And then here's parts bags. Ah, here's the piece that's olive born. A lot of them are missing this. This is the Fusion base, but the thing the AR scans. And these are the 2 bags of the smaller bricks for building. So, I have an unboxing now. I have an unboxing recorded when I broke the seals. Alright. Catch you later. So, quick disclaimer, the screen capture is from the Android version of the game, which is really choppy for some reason, no matter what device I ran it on. I had the iOS version running on a 32-bit iPhone, but it wouldn't screen record, so I had to hold it up to the camera. Sorry about that. Now, let's start with the set itself. It's in a very long, tall box that in my case is very beat up. This is my childhood copy. I loved this game, I took it everywhere, and I would play it on my iPod Touch all the time. Popping the box open, we have a collection of 1 stud-wide bricks in a variety of colors, and a cardboard pad with a dot grid on it. That's it. The rest of it is in the app, and there's no instruction manual because there's no actual build here. So let's take a look at the app. The app gives us a jazzy little theme tune which is buried deep in the recesses of my mind, and prompts us with a few menu options. Multiplayer is unfortunately, but unsurprisingly dead, but from what I recall there used to be a leaderboard system to compare your scores with friends. My Creations lets you scan in anything you build on your own to save into the app, and Life of George is the game itself. The game is fairly simple. They show you a model, and you have to recreate it and scan it into the app as fast as you can. The faster and more accurately you recreate the model, the higher your score. It's not a particularly complicated idea, but the scoring can be absolutely brutal. Okay, let's start this. Let's get the plate out. I'll put this here. It's a little awkward. Working around the tripod. Yeah, I'll make it happen. Let's go to Life of George. Okay, this is the Holidays 2012 edition, apparently, because there's, I don't need to do this, it's on the screen capture, but you can see there's a Happy Holidays 2012 banner. I don't know, let's go to North America. I don't know why this version of the game is so choppy. I'd assume it's just lack of optimization, because every device I tried it on had the same problems. Okay, we're in Hawaii, which is... Sure. Okay, let's see. We need blue 4, blue 1, yellow 2 yellow 2s. Let's see. Black 1. Oh, that timer is really ticking. Oh, I used to be so much better at this game when I was a kid. Alright. The audio keeps, like, resetting itself, and I think that's an Android app specific There we go. Oh. Awesome. 2 stars. Pull this apart, put it back in the box, see what we build next. Ooh, sunglasses. Okay, I need 1 long black piece. 1 4, single piece here, single piece here, 3 piece here, here, that attaches here, and then the center. I am no RR slugger. I'm not a, build expert. Wait, no, I need a black straight piece, black single piece. There we go. Okay. Got it. Camera button. Get the whole playmat in the picture. Seriously? Do you... I was supposed to hit the camera button. It didn't automatically scan. That's my bad. But, it's going. We're making progress, I suppose. There's also a second edition of the game released a year later, which uses the same app and plays the same game, but is just in different packaging and for some reason has a different product number. The original set is 21200, and the second edition is 21201. Why do I own both of these? It's a long story, but I have owned both of these for a very long time. Okay, recording. This one doesn't have any screen capture because, of course it doesn't. So we're just gonna pop open this still sealed copy of Life is George. I'm depreciating its value from like $20 to $4. Probably even less than that. No one cares about these games. But let's open this up. Getting started. Download the Life of George and Build Your Brain apps from the App Store or... Oh? There's a typo. Let me see if I can't focus. Download from the App Store or Android Market. But it's duh. Also, this is old enough back when it was called the Android Market. But, marked. Yeah, look, the other languages, it still says market with a T. It's just spelled wrong. What do we got? Bag. The all-important George sticker. And, oh yeah! Oh! It has the parts list written on the inside of the box instead of... The other one doesn't have one. I had to use Bricklink to make sure I had all the parts. But yeah, look at that! It's like a smaller version of the playmat, so you can't... And it has the updated copyright here, because if I... Here, let me grab the other sets. Yeah, look at this. So this is the playmat for the original set, and this is the playmat for the new set. So it is slightly smaller. What? I guess they thought it might sell more copies if they could fit it in like more shelf, like less shelf space, put more on the shelf? I'm not really sure. That's so interesting. Something keen-eyed viewers may have noticed on the second edition box is that there's 2 apps listed. That's because after launch, they released a second game called Build Your Brain. Build Your Brain is basically just Life of George, but notably harder because there's a strict time limit and there's no brick lines showing what length the pieces are supposed to be. This is genuinely extremely difficult, and I would love to see someone who is better at building Lego than me to try their hand at this and see what kind of scores they get. Okay, here we are. So, once again, the Lego app folder. Build Your Brain. Which, this one was clearly never updated because it's iPhone 4 sized. You can see the sidebars, the letterboxing. So let's just stick with single player. And let's spin the wheel. I don't want this thing focused. Come on. Shape Finder. See the shape, remake the shape using the colors below to complete the puzzle. Okay, I think I can do that. So, God, this timer is really short! This game is really hard. I'm kind of shocked at how difficult this is. 1, 2, 3, and then I need a 2 here. And then I need yellow, I guess 6, I guess a yellow 6, a yellow 2, maybe? God damn, this is difficult. Then we'll do a blue. That's a blue 3. I need a blue 4. Did I do this wrong? Shit. Okay. Did I do it? It played a little sound. Oh, I was supposed to do it. Got a score of 0. Wow, yeah, this game is, like, actually really difficult, at least for my dumbass. I'm not exactly, big brain smartness, you know? Okay, what do we get? Silhouette. Okay, I think I've done this one before. This one is just, yeah, the silhouette is literally just, like, build the thing. I spelled it out blue and yellow, so I'm gonna make the boat. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 studs. So I can just use this. I'm gonna do another 6 stud, and then a 2 stud. And then another 2 stud. Then we'll do yellow for the sail. We'll do that as a single stud. And as a 3, 4 pieces. Crap. There! Okay. Let's see how this goes. How did I do? Okay. So, let's talk about the scanning tech a little. This game uses tech from a company called iQue, not to be confused with Nintendo's Chinese division, iQue. They're a tech company focused on computer vision and image recognition, and have made a few products under both their own brands and partnered with other companies. Life of George is their most well-known work, likely due to wider distribution, in my biased view, but they made a product with Playmobil and a series of hybrid board games called Smart Play with German company Ravensburger, along with a few smaller projects. According to their website, Life of George uses, quote, patent-pending brick recognition software, which means that I have no idea how it works. But I do know that it requires the playmat to have even lighting and a specific orientation to be able to scan correctly. I can make an educated guess that it uses the dots to detect displacement and shape and a basic color detection system to identify which bricks are which. All the bricks are in distinct colors, LEGO's most basic palettes, so nothing is too similar or specific, presumably to prevent interference between similar colors. No, this isn't satisfying. I have to know how this works. Hold on, let me go do some research. Okay, so I found the original patent from 2009 describing a system and method for object extraction as filed by one IQ Vision Technologies Limited. They have a ton of patents with this exact title, later revisions, and extensions on the same concept. Also, as it turns out, the patent lapsed in 2021 due to failure to pay a maintenance fee, which means I think you can buy the patent and make your own game? Anyways, this patent is incredibly dense, and I'm really struggling to wrap my head around it, but here's my best attempts at summarizing how the thing works. It appears that the software uses those little color squares on the edges to calibrate the difference between bricks and the background, and the dots are a grid used for checking the shape of the bricks compared to the background. The grid seems to be necessary because there's white bricks, which would be invisible to the system without the grid because of the color of the backdrop. It also mentions a chroma key system for isolating the background. Just to remind people, I'm not a legal or a technical expert, I cannot parse the legalese in this document very well, and this is a lot of speculation since I don't entirely understand the patent, but it appears to be using the grid in conjunction with the color pattern to get the colors and shape of the assembled object and recreate it in the game. There's a link in the description to the patent if you want to take a crack at figuring this stuff out. If you understand it better than me, I will pin the comment. Alright, tech specs aside, this set is definitely unique amongst LEGO's lineup, and Bricklink categorizes it as a promotional set, despite the fact that it was very clearly sold at retail. It was the first step the company made in emerging video games with their toys in the most literal sense. Obviously, we had classic PC games like LEGO Island and Rock Raiders, but this was the first time they made a video game that directly uses physical LEGO bricks to play. As I said before, this wasn't close to the last, and LEGO's history with mixed media sets is super interesting. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to make videos about those, since their apps are completely dead and gone and aren't very well archived, which really sucks. But hey, maybe in the future I can make a Fusion app revival and play it again. Either way, this is the wrap-up, and I never really know how to end these videos. Sorry this one was short. Hopefully the next one will be more in-depth. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please share it with someone else who might enjoy it, and maybe share a memory of these games if you played them when you were younger. I love when people share these videos and talk about memories of the stuff that I talk about. If you're so inclined, I also have a Ko-fi link below. As always, thank you to my proofreader Logan for helping polish up the scripts, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye-bye.